Hello, grade 6 students. How are you today? Let's start with some questions. What jobs do you know in English? Can you give me examples of jobs and their workplaces? That's so great. Today, we are going to start a new lesson titled, Where Do They Work? In this lesson, we will learn about different jobs and the places where people work. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to learn 8 new vocabulary words about jobs and workplaces. Talk about where people work. Use the prepositions in, on, and at correctly. Let's begin our lesson and enjoy learning together. Now, look at the jobs on the left and the places of work on the right. First, we have a waiter. Do you know what's the meaning of waiter? A waiter serves food and drinks to customers. Can you see a waiter in the picture? Good. Now, where does a waiter work? A waiter works in a restaurant. Yeah, that's so great. Now, let's repeat together. A waiter works in a restaurant. A waiter works in a restaurant. Excellent. Next, we have IT programmer. Can you see the IT programmer in the picture? An IT programmer works with computers and technology. Now, where does an IT programmer work? An IT programmer works in an office. Let's say it together. An IT programmer works in an office. An IT programmer works in an office. Very good. Now let's look at an engineer. Engineers help build and design many things. Can you see the engineer in the picture? Where does an engineer work? An engineer works in an oil refinery. Let's repeat. Engineer works in an oil refinery. Engineer works in an oil refinery. Good job. Next, we have a housewife. Can you see the housewife in the picture? Good. A housewife takes care of the home and family. Where does a housewife work? A housewife works at home. Let's say it together. A housewife works at home. A housewife works at home. Good. Now look at the doctor and nurse. Can you see the doctor and nurse in the picture? Good job. Doctors and nurses help sick people. They work hard to keep people healthy. Now, where do they work? They work in a hospital. Can you say it? A doctor works in a hospital. A doctor works in a hospital. A nurse works in a hospital. A nurse works in a hospital. Excellent. Now, let's look at the farmer. Can you see the farmer in the picture? A farmer grows fruits and vegetables and takes care of animals. Where does a farmer work? A farmer works on a farm. Let's repeat. A farmer works on a farm. A farmer works on a farm. Great. Next, we have a bus driver. Can you see the bus driver in the picture? A bus driver drives people from one place to another. Where does a bus driver work? A bus driver works on the routes. Let's say it together. A bus driver works on the routes. A bus driver works on the routes. Wonderful. Finally, we have a builder. Can you see the builder in the picture? A builder helps build houses and buildings. Where does a builder work? A builder works on a building site. Let's repeat. A builder works on a building site. A builder works on a building site. Excellent work. Now let's do some exercise.
Listen, match, and write the numbers. 1,
Waiter. I work in a restaurant.
2,
IT programmer. I work in an office.
3,
Engineer. I work in an oil refinery.
4,
Housewife. I work at home.
5,
Doctor. Nurse. I work in a hospital.
6,
Farmer. I work on a farm.
7,
Bus driver. I drive a bus and I work on the roads.
8,
Builder. I work on a building site.
Now let's check the prepositions. Did you notice the words before the places? We have in, on, and at. Let's look at them together. We use in with the places like in a hospital, in an office, in a restaurant, in an oil refinery. We use on with on the routes, on the building site, on a farm. Finally, we use at with at home. At home. Excellent. These words help us to talk about places. Now, let's move on to the next page. Now, my dear students, you have to listen. Okay, let's begin.
Look, listen and say. A farmer works on a farm.
That's easy. Where does a doctor work?
In a hospital. Where does an IT programmer work?
In an office, I think. Who works in an oil refinery?
Now, let's complete the sentences with the correct preposition, in, on, or at. Read the sentences carefully and think about the place. Number 1. My uncle is a chef. He works a big restaurant. Is it in, on, or at? What do you think, guys? Absolutely sure. The answer is in. Good job. He works in a big restaurant. My aunt is a nurse. She works a big hospital. Good job. The answer is in. Number 3. Anwar's grandfather is a farmer. He works a farm. The answer is on. Great job. Number 4. Does your father work an office? The answer is in an office. Good job. Number 5. My cousin drives a bus. He works the routes. The answer is on. Good job, guys. Number 6. A housewife works home. The answer is at home. Excellent work, everyone. Now, let's check our information. A doctor works in a hospital. True, correct. A farmer works at a farm. It's false. A housewife works at home. Where does a builder work? Building seat. Where does a waiter work? In the restaurant. Good job. For your homework, write 5 sentences using jobs and places of work. Use in, on, or at correctly. Excellent work, everyone. You did a great job today. And I am very proud of you. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day and see you in the next lesson.